Hello everyone. This is Wednesday, July 21st, 2021, 10:30 a.m. and 21 degrees Celsius. And at the moment I am in, I guess we call this the old library park because that's the old library right there. Or I could call it Winston Churchill Park because that's Winston Churchill. So I guess you figured out by now there's no name on this park. I can't find one. I don't know anybody that knows the name of this park. And I'm not sure if it has a name. So we'll call it Old Library Park for now. See how that goes? And maybe somebody will name it something before long. That would be a great idea. Have a name for this little park. It's like up in Ontario they call them a parkette. These little corner parks. It's not very big, but it's got a statue in here, some flags and some garbage cans, and there's usually a snack truck parked out on the street in front of here. Don't have one today yet, but maybe one's coming. So I thought I would just start right here, do a video today, and I've covered a lot of these things before, but we're going to try to walk a little different path today, if I can. And it's kind of a cloudy, overcast day, not really any sunshine out, but there's supposed to be some. And so they've been tearing down a lot of statues lately, but I don't think they're going to tear Winston Churchill down because I never heard of anything he did that was bad or people wouldn't like or anything like that. So I don't think they'll be taking his statue down anytime. So I'll just walk through here. Now there's a lot of people in this city that are homeless, and many of them are pitching tents up in here. And I heard that the city is going to be starting tearing down some of these camps and tents, and so I don't know where they'll go if that takes place. But I do know there's a lot less in here than there was. There was tents all along here, and they're all gone now, except one long tent over here, and there's one small house out around the corner this way. No risk going out and taking a look at it because I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to show you what it's like for the people that have nowhere to go, and also the city's predicament of trying to make this more presentable for tourists and people like that. So there's two sides to everything. And I feel for the people who are homeless and don't have that place to go. I do feel for them. So hopefully they'll get another place, then maybe an apartment or something like that, and it'll all work out, we hope. So, anyways, I guess we'll just go back through here and then we'll go for a walk somewhere now. All right? Since I had my little rant about these things, but it's nice to talk about things. And these are the two little houses that are here and one tent. And there's one over there. But there was more than that, but a lot of them are gone. So we'll see what happens. Maybe the city won't enforce it. Maybe they'll just stay here and everything will be all right. As long as it's not too noticeable. We'll see. And maybe some of them moved on. Maybe they went somewhere else. Now the provincial barriers are open and you can travel across Canada pretty much. So a lot of people might have just moved on to somewhere else. I wasn't here when this was the library. It's always been over across on Spring Garden Road. But I would presume that this might have been one of the doors where you go in. But it was never a library since I've been here. It was never anything. I did see a sign up there about they were having night court there once, and I guess they've stopped that. So I don't know I don't think it's, I think it's an eyesore. I really do think that that library, it might be a good building, maybe for something. Maybe it could make a small school in there, or a training college or something. I don't know. But it needs some work because it don't look very good right now. It needs a good overhauling, and maybe it could be used for something, but maybe not. We'll leave that up to the people that make the big money in City Hall to decide that. So I'm taking a little walk today here, and we'll see where the feet end up. Is that a good way to do it? Nowhere in particular to go today, but we'll just see where it all ends up. And I see the churches are pretty much all opened again. You can see the sign there, it says in person at 11 a.m. Most of the churches now are opened again. Maybe not in a full capacity, but they're open. Stage 3 is not free for all. Stage 3 is the open thing in a limited capacity, and be happy that you've got that, because it could be worse. Well, that's what stage 3 is. It's better than stage 2, but it's not as good as everything being completely open. I'm not sure what this is going to be yet. If it's going to be a building here, or if that's going to be a parking lot. Looks like they smoothed it out to be a parking lot, but you never know. That's a strange looking building right there. You got two sides with no windows. It looks like it's an apartment building because the balconies are pointing out to the next street. But there's no windows back here. That's very, very strange. That's a cute little truck right there. I guess you'd call that a quarter ton, and maybe it's less, I don't know. It's pretty small, but it's a truck. Do you want to walk through the Rogers Center? We could do that. If you want to. I'll let you, my viewers, be the boss. I know you can't hear me right now until you see the video, but let's pretend you're talking to me and I asked you, do you want to go through here? And you said yes. So I said, okay, we'll go through here. So I just walked down Grafton Street, and now I'm coming to the Rogers Square, the Rogers building, and I think we'll just go right through it, because it is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool building. More ways than one. If it was boiling hot out, you'd probably get some relief from the sun if you walk through here. I know when it's raining or snowing, you get some relief from the elements when you walk through here. I see the screens are off today. Normally these are TV screens and they're all on. It's much prettier with the light, with the screens all lit up. But they're not, the screens are out today for some reason. That's the South Tower. There's two parts to the South Tower and the North Tower, which is over here. And this is the Halifax Convention Center, as you can see right there. The Halifax Convention Center. And it's also the Rogers Square. Oh, sorry, North Tower's right there. That's the North Tower, and the South Tower is down there. So they're both on this side. That over here is something else. Okay. I try not to wave this thing around too much, make you dizzy. All right, let's continue on through here. And I'm not just sure where I want to go yet today. I've been everywhere in this city pretty near, but there must be some little corner I haven't been in. If I really look. So there we have it, the North Tower of the BMO Financial Group. Right there. Bank of Montreal. If anyone doesn't know what BMO is, anyone in Canada knows, but some people may not. Some Americans may not know that. People from other countries may not know what BMO is. So we're continuing on Grafton Street, and you can see Grafton Street goes right through that building. It's not for driving through, but it's still Grafton Street. This is a car rental lot. It belongs to Ava's Car Rental, in case anybody wanted to know that. I like these streets with the tiles. Kind of cool. It's quiet here right now because it's early in the morning. And there's no drinkers out here yet. Alexander's Pizza. Alexander's Pizza. Never had it. It might be good. I've never tried it. Look at this little thing right here. First time I noticed that. This place is called Little New York, and I'm sure you've seen that picture of when they were building the Empire State Building, those workers on that scaffolding. I'm sure you've seen that picture before. So that's what it was meant to look like, a little New York up there. That's pretty cool. Never really noticed that before when I walked through here. This is in front of us is the south side of the Scotiabank Centre. It's a large sports complex, but we're at the south side of it. Well, let's see, where do you want to go now? I'm coming to the end of Grafton. We can go up, or we can go down, whichever you want to do. I think we'll go down. How's that sound? That sound all right? We'll go down. There's a good location right there for lease. It looks like during the pandemic somebody moved out, couldn't afford it anymore. It's a good spot right there for a restaurant or something. There's a well-established spot right here. Fly fishermen, nice patio. Okay, we're going to walk This is Argyle Street, by the way. It's a one-way street if you're driving a car, but for walking it doesn't matter. That's why I like walking. Walking is much better than driving around in a city. Forget about the car. Walking is way better. You don't have to park and pay for parking and drive around and around the block, try to look for somewhere to park. And you don't have to worry about it at all. You just walk wherever you want to walk. And one-way streets don't mean anything. And, well, I see they're setting up a stage here. It looks to me like there's going to be, let's go down and look at that. Looks to me like there's going to be some live music on that stage. I guess I could go down this way. I'm already closer now. Instead of walking all the way back, we'll just walk down here. Have a look at this. Grand Oasis. And there's a stage, and I presume there's going to be some live music. We shall see. Well, I can't wait to see. It's been a long time since I saw any live music, or since I played any. Because of this pandemic, it's just been impossible. So, I feel for you, all you musicians out there, that you make your living from music. I don't make my living from music because it's always been a part-time thing for me, and now I'm retired, but you're never too old to play music. I give up working, but I still play music. But it looks like a nice stage up there, and I'm just not sure what all's going to be in here, but I would say there's going to be some. It might have something to do with the jazz festival. I saw something about the jazz festival. There might be several locations to do with the jazz festival. That could be it. I wouldn't doubt it at all. And that could be the sound booth in there. More than likely, that tent is the sound booth. They have to have it protected from the elements and from people going in there. So I would pretty much guess that's the sound booth. No access, keep out. It's a good stage though. Lots of lights on it. Well, in case you didn't know, we're down at City Hall. Let's look down on Barrington Street from here. When you get up that way, you're kind of level with the street, but down on this end, you're actually up in the air quite a bit. So it's a shot we maybe wouldn't get unless you were here, because you would never be up this high off the street. I'm even with the street lights. This is a really good place to watch a parade from. You got a really good view right here. Well, we might as well walk out to Barrington Street. If there's anything down here that we want to cover going on, and maybe we'll come back here, possibly. If there is, then if not, maybe not. But if there's something going on, I might get back here, maybe get a little shot of it to show you folks. There's a building right there that's just about to get demolished, I would say. They cleaned out all the windows out of it. and the insides, I guess. And they're working on the edge of the roof, taking that off. And I don't know how it's going to come down yet. If they're going to, it's going to be one of these jobs where they blast and the whole thing comes down, or if they're just going to tear it down. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anybody say. So anyway, we're heading north, I guess, on Barrington. We're pretty much out of the business, almost out of the business. Most of the street is down that way, most of the business and things like that, but we're going to go this way because I need to go up. Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I take a trip towards the north end, possibly. Haven't done too much up that way lately. We could. It's all a matter of finding out what route we want to take if we go up there. So I might do that. There's a lot of choices when you're downtown area. You can go in a lot of directions. Show different things. So I might venture up into the north end, possibly. Maybe we'll walk down Cottage and do a video there. Maybe we'll go to a cafe and do something like that. How about that? Does that sound like a good idea? Could. But we will see. Well, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. This is Wednesday, the middle of the week. We call it Hump Day because you're over the hump after today. Anybody working, it's all downhill from here. 2 more days to go. So I guess we'll cut right across here. This is Scotia Square. I won't be making a video in there because I got caught once before and the detective came up and wanted to know what I was doing and the guards were circling. So I guess I won't make a video in here. Well, we'll walk up the hill, nice exercise, walk up these hills. So there's the back end of City Hall. That's what it looks like from the north end of City Hall. And here's the north side of the Scotia Bank Center. Scotia Bank Center, it's a big area. That whole sports complex is a big area in Halifax. Takes it all this down here, hook right to it, and all that arena area, and whatever else they got in there. It looked like somebody forgot something and they just thought of it at the last minute. Did he see you looking? Yep. I think that was her husband. She's trying to get something she forgot in the car. But he came back around.
The laser scanner is so if you wanted to, you could just like book a time and pick that on Thursday or Friday. It's not hard to
I thought I saw another guy making a video, but I guess not. He was just talking on his phone. Well, we're walking up towards Citadel Hill, but I'm not going there today because I've done that. And this isn't my day for Citadel Hill. No particular reason, but I want to do something else today. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I'm just wandering around, looking for something. Sometimes the strangest things happen when you're out doing a video. I always stay tuned for that because you can get a surprise interview that you didn't think you'd get. And I've had everything from an older gentleman who owns a couple of stores, opening up the store and showing me all around everything in there. And I had an interview with a couple of motorcycle policemen and a military guy down by a retired warship. So many different things have come along. I had interviews with homeless people. I had to bribe them with the coffee so they let me film them. Otherwise they weren't going to let me show their face. But a large Tim Hortons kind of persuaded them to it would be all right. All kinds of things that were surprise. I never planned. Never planned on any of that. But I ran into these people and had a little interview that went well. So I'm always open to maybe a chance interview with somebody. The last time I walked on Goddison, I had no, not the last time, maybe the second or the third time ago that I walked on Goddison. I managed to get a surprise interview with some folks. I guess I got nothing to push here. I just gotta wait. We'll go this way. Okay. I'm at the corner of Brunswick and I'm at the corner of Brunswick, and I guess this is it's still, I'll tell you in a minute, there's no sign here, so I got a Duke Street. I guess it's still Duke Street, or maybe it changes right here. I'm not sure. Because the signs are gone, or they're not there. Somebody talk to City Hall, tell them to put up some street signs. Big ones that we can read before we're up to them. And signs on the poles where on the side you're driving on, so you can see them. And I love Halifax, but I don't like the way the street signs are on the poles. Half of them you can't find them. The other half you can't read them until you're right up there. Which means you might be in the wrong lane to make a turn on that street. Go up to Toronto and look at their street signs. Then come back here and do the same thing. Okay, my message to City Hall, Toronto, if anybody watching this video that works in City Hall and got any vote on anything, bring up the street sign issue. We really desperately need to improve our street signs. When we first came here, we had to drive around with Google Maps on just to tell us what the next street was, because I couldn't find the street signs. So I had to drive with Google Map until we memorized where they were. Very hard to read. And you've got two corners on every intersection that you're looking for the cross side streets. And they usually put it over on the left side where the traffic's going on the right. And that makes no sense at all. You'd be better if you're going straight through, you want that sign where you can see it. Not hidden behind a tree over on the other side of the street. Put it on the side the cars are going on so they can see it. And hang it out over the lane a little bit and make it bigger. That's what they did in Toronto. They got nice signs up there now. When I first went to Toronto, it was the same thing. Little tiny signs. And if you're driving a truck and you're in the wrong lane, too bad, you're not going to get over. It's too late then. So, anyone that's been in Toronto recently would know what the signs are like up there. They're great. They're big. You can read them from about half a block away and tell what they are, and they're hanging right out over your lane, so you don't have to wonder where's the street sign. It's on the side you're driving on, not on the other side, hidden behind a tree. So get with it, Halifax. Let's see some better street signs here. I'm just looking at a construction crane over here by Staples. Looks like there's one coming down. Maybe they finished all they need with that crane. That's what it looks like, unless they're raising it higher and they're just taking the top piece off to put it higher. That could be. So we might as well walk up Gottingen for a ways, and then we'll see. But we get down here at the corner, we'll see what's going on with these cranes over here. It looks like maybe the one is finished and they're dismantling it, but that may not be the case. We'll see. We got quite a bit of construction right here on this corner. We got some completed buildings, and then we got these ones over here. And then we got one that hasn't got any crane yet, right over there in that corner. So I see the men are standing on that part of that crane, and they're hooking up the cables to it, I guess, in anticipation of unhooking it. And taking it, maybe taking that crane down, possibly. That might be as high as that part of the building is going. Maybe. Well, I gotta walk, I might as well go across. So we are now starting down Gottingen Street. Okay, beginning of Gottingen, right here. Now we are definitely in the north end of Halifax now. I'm approaching the 7 Days Cafe, which I go to sometimes. It's one of my stops I like to frequent. And it's open today, but I'm not in the mood for coffee just yet. Maybe later on, maybe I will, but not yet. I just want to do some walking around the neighborhood here. That building over there with the Salvation Army sign, that's a men's shelter. Where you can see them all hanging out over there, that's where they go in, right there. I showed this mural on the wall a few times already, so I won't spend time on that. Local restaurant. The Seahorse Tavern. One time I was walking down the street, and right here on this corner I met a guy with a guitar, and I stopped and had a little chat with him for a while. So that was a surprise interview I got, and I'm always open to that stuff. So we see what happens. You never know. I could find somebody down here to talk to, or you never know. We'll keep it open. We're walking along and waiting to see if we can find anything interesting. That's basically it. If there's not anything interesting, we can still walk the street and look at the businesses and things like that that are here. And that's always interesting in itself. I can tell you there's a lot of improvements that's happened to the street. A lot of new buildings going up. Some are up and some are in the progress of getting built. And the sidewalks have been redone in a lot of places. And there's parking lane on the side here now. And we're one lane each way, and it's much better than it was before. They did a good job on the roads with the space they have to work with. I mean, it'd be nice if you had bicycle lanes and all these things, but there's only so much road here. And they wanted a wide sidewalk, so we got a wide sidewalk, and we got 2 lanes for the traffic and 1 lane. That one the cars are parked in is for the bus, which you can park there right now, but if it's rush hour, I don't think you'd be allowed to park there. We'll check it out. We'll wait and see what this sign says here. The sign says Monday to Friday, no parking from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tollway zone right here. That's because you're in front of the bus shelter. So you're not allowed to park anywhere close to the bus shelter. But you can park on the bus lane if it's not rush hour. So 3 p.m. to 6. Here it is right here, look. The bus lane ends 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. No, it is the bus lane and no parking, no bicycles, all that stuff. So in rush hour, you have to make that lane clear for the buses. I don't think the sign conveyed that, what they're trying to say, or else it was me interpreting it wrong. But I know what it means. You can't park on the right-hand lane with the bus signs on it if you're in rush hour. There you go. All right, that's enough on that. I hear something noisy. I'm going to cover my mic up. There, that's better. Now we're away from that racket down there. It really was noisy. So I hope putting my hand over the mic helps your ears a little. And I saw something else that was interesting a while ago. I saw my wife going by. She works in Northend here, delivering packages. I don't know if she saw me walking on the street or not, but I saw her go by. That means she's working up here somewhere in the Northend. Around Gottingen Street. We shall see when we get up here. Maybe she's on a side street. That's possible. One of my videos, they use that mural right there, just on YouTube to start my video. That's the picture they put up. on one of my videos. I'm sure they won't repeat the same picture because YouTube's pretty smart. They know what they're doing. And I'm sure they wouldn't put the same one up twice. It's getting warm out now. I got a jacket on and I don't need it. I might have to take it off soon because... And I have a hat on my head and I can put it in my backpack, get rid of my hat. And I might be able to put my jacket in there too. So we'll go a little bit farther. Then I'll probably take my jacket off and my hat before I cook. Temperature's rising here. There's a new building that's almost done. A little bit of work to this end and maybe up on top, but still it's a new structure that will soon be people renting there. Looks like the workers up there on that floor. I don't think anybody's living in there yet, so I'm pretty sure that'd be the workers up there. I'm not walking real fast because I'm not in a hurry to go anywhere. Sir John Sparrow, David Thompson building. John Sparrow and David Thompson. John Sparrow, David Thompson. Looks like one person. Grew up in this building right here. And he later became the Attorney General of Nova Scotia. From 1878 to 1882, he was the Attorney General. And he died suddenly at Windsor Castle. In 1882, he became Prime Minister of Canada. So Sir John Sparrow, David Thompson, he lived in this spot right here. A notable person. We have many famous people that are buried in this province, or there's a house they lived in or something. Or there's something named after them, or a statue or something. There is our Northend Library right here. When I was starting this video, where the old public library used to be, just across the street is the new glass library, the downtown one. But this is the North End one. We also have a Clayton Park area library, and we one over in Dartmouth. Beyond that, I don't know. There could be more, but that's what I know about. That's quite a long building from one end of that to the other. We'll just stand back here and take a look at it. All right, it starts right there, and it goes all the way down there. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories. 5 stories high with 1-story businesses and 4 residential. Okay, does that help you out any? All right. I did a little video one time going into Fortune Donuts. That was kind of funny. It was meant in humor, just meant to be funny. And the story behind that was, I was told by a fellow YouTuber that was the best donuts in Halifax. So I went in there and talked to the guy and told him I was testing the donuts because I heard his donuts were the best in Halifax. Turned out it was true because those donuts, they weigh about a half a pound each. I couldn't even eat a whole donut at once from there. They're so big and heavy. So I saved half of it for later, and I ate half of it when I bought it. Yeah, they cost a little more, but they are quite the donut. Here comes a little three-wheeler bike down the sidewalk. And want to see it going by? There it is. Well, what do you want to do now? Let's walk down through this path here. We are at Uniacke Square, in case you want to know. And you just might want to walk down through here with me to see what this place is like. A lot of people live here. It's like having your own house because you go right in from the ground floor and you have bedrooms upstairs. And so it's kind of like they're all hooked together, but it's kind of like having your own place. You got a little bit of a lawn, and we'll see what the persuasion is of the politics here. Christian class of 2021. And it looks like there's an NDP supporter here, Susie Henson. Well, that's kind of cool. I like checking out the election signs and see who's going to vote for who. And so we'll walk right on down through here and we'll come back up somewhere else. Okay? I didn't know when I started out what I was going to do. But I saw this walkway and thought, well, why not? Why not walk down through here and show people a little bit what Uniacke Square looks like. A lot of people's heard of it, maybe driven by it, but never actually walked out in here because you don't know anybody that's here. But that's what I do. I snoop because I'm a video maker. So that's what I like to do. I like to snoop and see where things go and what they look like when you get in there and that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to snoop. Now, not all the buildings are fastened together. There's one there which just got two family in it. And there's a walkway up through there. I could take that one, but I think I'll just go right down here. Maybe we'll come back or find our way through one of those trails. This is Uniacke Square. It's a public housing area that's been here a long time. These buildings have been around quite a while. And I met a couple of guys the other day up in Tim Hortons on Roby and Young. And they live down here. They're two really nice fellas. And we had a good conversation, and so I asked him, I said, do you live around here? And he said, yeah, I live down on the square. Well, I'd never heard of the square. He said, he knew I was puzzled, and he said, Uniacke Square? I said, oh, I know where that is, yes. He said, well, we live down there, been here quite a while. Yes, they lived all their life in Halifax. And a man and his wife was the two people. I don't know their names, but if they see this video, they probably know who I'm talking about. And so I just thought I'll like a walk through here and see what it's like in here. Well, that's about the end of this roadway, so we'll go back out, go down the street. I hope I don't offend anybody by walking through here and making a video if they happen to see me going by, because that's not my intent to offend anybody. I go in all kinds of places and snoop. It's my nature, so can't help it. It's not because of this is Uniacke Square. I go everywhere in Halifax, make videos. I walk through all kinds of places and try to get a video. A lot of places where I'm not supposed to go, and I get security after me and stuff. But that's part of the game. So don't take offense if anybody sees this video and see me walking through here. It's just part of what I do. Okay, I do it everywhere in Halifax, not just here. I walk through everywhere. And now I would say we're on Brunswick Street. This looks like Brunswick Street down here to me. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're gonna walk farther north on Brunswick Street. There's an old building right there. Let's just go over and take a look at that. I told you I'm a Snoopy guy. We'll let this car go by first and then we'll go over. I want to see how old this is. This is an old church from way back. It's called the Little Dutch Church. Anglican Book of Common Prayer. 10 September weekdays, All Souls Choral. I guess it's different people do different things in here. That's what it looks like. Okay. Private graveyard, no camping. Okay, well that would go without saying. But there's several plaques on this building in memory of. I'll read it to you because it's hard to focus the camera on it maybe and read it, but I'll put it there if you want to try. Okay, in memory of the founder and early members who organized the first Lutheran church in Canada and erected this building in 1755. I won't read the whole thing, but 1755, the first Lutheran church in Canada. This is it right here. I can imagine what Brunswick Street looked like back when this building was put here. It probably didn't look anything like it does now. And I'm sure those high-rises weren't here. Let's walk down around the other side of the church and have a better look maybe. Very small building as churches would look today. But there's a graveyard in the back. Those headstones will be way back in the 1750s and 1800s. And however long this was a church. I'll bet you when that was a church, there wasn't anything here except the ground, and you could probably look right out over the harbor. There is some older looking buildings over there. Maybe they were there, I don't know. But for sure, none of this stuff was here. It was all here later. So I walked down through Uniacke, but I'm going to walk back up through when we get over up here to the next intersection. Okay? So you got to look at this oldest Lutheran church in Halifax, in the country, in Canada. This is it. This is the first Lutheran church built in Canada. And it was Dutch heritage, people from Holland that built this church. And I see it says they used the Anglican Book of Common Prayer. I know lots of Anglican folks, and they're very nice people. In fact, I'm friends with an Anglican priest up in Ontario who was also an Elvis entertainer and performer, but he has a church. And I tell you, I've been in that church, and I wasn't raised in an Anglican church, but I've been in that church, and I have never been more welcome anywhere in my entire life as the people in that church in Ontario. So a little plug for you fellow Anglicans out there, because you know how to treat people when they come into your building, which a lot of churches don't know that. So I'm going to cross here again. I like to rant about things because if you bring it up, maybe there'll be a change if you bring it up. And if nobody talks about things, then it won't change. But if you talk about stuff, perhaps you'll affect some change. I'm one voice. I can't do a whole lot myself, but I got a platform here because I'm making videos and I can be heard. So that's why I got strong opinions sometimes on things, and I like to voice them so maybe, just maybe I might have some little tiny impact on things changing and getting better. That's the idea from behind my rants, as I call them. Welcome to the community of Uniacke Square. So we'll walk up through here. It's quite a large area here. And we'll walk up through here. I see there's a Salvation Army has a small office in here, if not a place of worship. I'm not sure about it. But one day I'm going to ask somebody about that. But there it is right there. I never knew it was here before. Salvation Army, open arms. So there it is. It could be a small worship place built in here. I know there's several religious organizations that got things in here. So this is the community of Uniacke Square. If you ever want to know what it's like, this is it. Now, if we want, wait, I guess I won't backtrack. I was going to take that walkway, but I might take this street here because I want to keep going in the direction I'm heading in. So maybe we'll take this street up through here and see where it goes. Yeah, let's go down through here. It might be a dead-end street, though. It might not work. I want a street so I can come back out the other end and I don't have to backtrack. If not, we'll just continue on. The one walkway I took went right through. It's much better if it does that because then you just don't have to lose some time. Let's see. I'm going to guess that this one goes right through. I'm going to try it. Looks like it might. If it don't, then I've got to turn around. But it looks like it might go right through to the next street. Maybe. Although maybe not. No, I don't think so. I think that's as far as it might go, just to there. Okay. We will stop. Ooh, that garbage smells bad. Ooh. This is hot summer. They need to come and take that box a little more often. Because that's not a good smell. We meet again.
Yeah.
That could be the couple that I met in the coffee shop the other day up in on Young and Roby, but I'm not sure. Maybe. Street closed, local traffic only, so you can't go through there. There's a lot of these places you can't go through. You can drive in, but you can't go all the way through. So anyways, this is Uniacke Square here. I've been just walking around it a little bit, showing you what it looks like. And so next time you walk by here, if you've seen this video, you'll have a little more idea what's in here. How long have I been at this video? 59 minutes, wow, that's a long time. And I haven't covered too much yet. So we're still going by Uniacke Square. These are the front houses that are right on the front here, facing Gottingen Street. So I gotta soon get out of my hat and coat. I've still got it on. Look, got my denim jacket on. It's not a thick jacket, so it's not bad, but it's starting to get a little uncomfortable. And my hat, I need to take that off because it is really getting hot too. I thought it was going to rain, so I put my hat on. But it don't look much like rain. It's just hot and humid. Here's one of another place I told you there were different religious things in here. Impact Ministries Church is built right just right in here. They even have a pastor and everything right in this little spot right here. It's a church. So it's a lot of people live in there, and from what I can see, it doesn't look like too bad a spot. The buildings are more like I said, you're more like you have a house, because you're right on the ground level, and everybody's got a little bit of a lawn. It's more than what I have where I live. And I'm renting at market prices. So I think they got the best end of the deal there. So anyways, we'll make our way on up the street here. It's almost an hour has gone by since I started this video, and I haven't really done much. But that's the way it goes. Time goes fast when you're being snoopy and you want to read things and you want to tell people what they are. Time goes fast. There's a basketball court right here. It looks like two basketball courts in one fenced area. They used to have horseshoes up here too, but I don't know if anybody's playing them or not, because you can't have horseshoes on grass. You gotta have sand. But it might be good. I don't know. I'm gonna look, because I love playing horseshoes. I'm a horseshoe player, and I'm a pretty good horseshoe player. But you got to have the right kind of place to play. See, these are all horseshoe things here with sand in them. But I think they might have grew into gardens. Yeah, I think there's more gardens now. So that's probably more what it is now, is gardens. I think it was horseshoes once. Pretty sure I saw horseshoe things here. Let's see. First black deputy mayor and alderman of Halifax in 1974. Recognized the people who outstanding. So dedicated his plaque in 2014. Okay. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't horseshoes. I thought it was, but maybe it's just gardens. Place to grow things. What it looks like. Now that walkway right there goes all the way down through. Do you want me to walk it? Okay. I got nowhere to be. Maybe I'll finish my video right here at Uniacke Village. I know where this walkway goes because I've been through it once. It goes all the way down to Brunswick Street again. But that's okay. I got nothing better to do with my time. Now I might as well make this area where you folks can see it and see what it looks like in here. So stuff is growing there. I always thought that was boxes for horseshoes, for sand. But I don't think so. That's a garden. That's a little area we can plant. I guess everybody can plant their own things in there. And this is the George Dixon Community Recreation Center. And the address is Brunswick, 2502 Brunswick. So that's, I never thought of even doing a video in here before. And it just happened that I ended up walking through that walkway, and then it started me off. Well, might as well make a video about this place. Please maintain physical distancing in there. I like the water. That'd be great on a hot day, wouldn't it? Just go stand right under that. I bet the kids love it. there's a sign about George Dixon. Looks like he was a boxer. He was born in Africville. And I guess they named that building after George Dixon. I can't read all the words because any of you folks been following my videos know that my eyes aren't great right now. I'm waiting for surgery, and hopefully soon I'll be able to see again really good. So I'm hoping. That's my hope. You don't know, because different people tell you different things. Some people say they had cataracts removed and they couldn't see a whole lot better, and others will tell you, oh, it's beautiful, I can just see so good now. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm hoping I'll be able to see really good after that. But Tim Hortons, you can't beat that.
Oh yeah, especially when it's delivered and free.
Oh really? That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I like that when I can stop and say something to somebody and I don't scare them half to death, and they look at you like you got 7 eyes and 5 heads. But when they actually can talk to you and they realize you're just making conversation and so that's really nice. That's really cool when you just meet a total stranger and you say something and they answer you back and you have a short little conversation there. I love it. Love it when that happens. Okay, let's go on up. I think we're on Brunswick Street again. It would appear, but I'm not really good on all this up here, but I know we're all getting close to the bridge in North Street, so I would say this is probably Brunswick Street. If I look down that way, maybe I can tell. Probably. That's all I can say. I haven't walked this too many times. I did walk it once in one of my videos. I walked right down Brunswick Street to the end. I came up North Street and then walked down Brunswick Street. I think that was the day I walked across the bridge and walked downtown. So here we are, almost to North Street. And I've been at this now for 1 hour and 7 minutes. So it's almost time to bring this video to a close. I hope you enjoyed our walk through Uniacke Square. Anyone that hasn't been in there, I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed the older buildings, the heritage buildings, like that church dates back to 1757 or 6, somewhere like that. Okay, the oldest, if I can get it right, the oldest, forgot it already, the oldest, that type of church, whatever that was, I can't remember now. Lutheran church, that's what it was. The oldest, first Lutheran church in Canada. That's the one we saw. Okay, I'll try not to remember that. Sorry to our Lutheran friends, but if I forgot the name of your church, it came back to me though. So right now I am standing on the corner of Brunswick and North Street. There's the bridge that goes over to Dartmouth, and that's the ramp that brings you up if you're down coming from the city and want to get. Oh no, you can't get on the bridge, that one. It's the one where the cars are coming out. This is the exit one if you want to go down instead of going off the bridge. All right, so here we are, the end of Brunswick Street. I'm going to have to end this video soon, so let's just stop here at the bus stop. Here I am at the bus stop, as if I wanted to go over to Dartmouth, which I don't right now, and I'm looking right at the Navy base, Canadian Armed Forces, the Navy part. It's right there, and it goes all the way up. It goes quite a ways. All right. So on that note, I'm going to sign off. I know it's really noisy here, so how about we'll point it at the bridge. There we go. Hope you all have a really nice day today, and this is a beautiful, hot, humid day out here. So, bye for now. Everybody take care. Have a great day. Until next time. See you then. Oh yes, I almost forgot. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. I really love seeing those like thumbs up there. And if you're not a subscriber yet, you can become a subscriber just by pushing that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be privy to my videos as they come out. And if you want to get a little ding on your phone saying that there's a new video, you can push that notification bell, and you won't miss a single thing then. Okay? On that note, bye for now.